Welcome back, Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today I'm going to be giving another update on CCIV. I know my last one has been just recent, but there's a little bit of new news that came to my attention around 4 hours ago, which was after where I made the previous video. Also, I did have issues with technicalities on recording in the last video, so this one is to make it up for you all, guys. Now, make sure to drop a like to this video to help the channel grow, subscribe, and lead educations on. Let's jump right into it. So, Lucid Motors. If we were to go on just from my last video, a little bit off that section regarding medias and newsroom, in terms of Lucid Motors themselves, we don't have that much information that are coming up new. Now, of course, we do know a couple of things coming up. For instance, their spring production for Lucid Air, their deliveries for the more exclusive products, the deluxe limited edition, whatever, and as well as production or any kind of updates regarding their factories, their new locations, retail locations for showrooms. All these things are coming. We know that. And that is some stuff we're expecting on media rooms. Now, one of the biggest things that we're getting on in terms of report, and this was actually posted 3 hours ago, just past a Bloomberg announcement or an article that came on earlier today. And after weeks of speculation, Bloomberg said that the deal could still fall apart, but is on track to be announced early in the upcoming week. And from what I don't have access to that article, but from what I've seen a lot is that they're saying, and actually even they said it here, a story from Reuters on Tuesday said the short shell founder Michael Klein was trying to raise between 1 and 1.5 billion in funding from institutional investors to support the transaction. It said that the valuation of Lucid deal would be around $12 billion. And again, a lot of these kind of rumors coming up is that the Bloomberg article cited it will happen as early as next Tuesday. That's where we're going to hit to hear the official announcement. And that alone, you can expect that on Monday, it's going to skyrocket from there. This is actually a really good article. Bloomberg sources also said Klein is raising money, but the deal could be valued as high as $15 billion, the same figure projected in its original story last month. Klein is a former Citigroup Inc. crane maker who is also an advisor to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. The fund is also a major investor in Lucid and led the company's last private financing in 2018, which valued the car maker at about $1.3 billion. Klein raised about $2 billion in July IPO for Churchill Capital for one of the largest amounts ever raised for a SPAC. The money is earmarked to be used in the deal, reportedly this one here. More than $130 billion have been raised in over 400 SPACs IPOs in the past 14 months, etc. List goes on. But definitely this really does look really bullish for CCIV and Lucid Motors. And one of the things I want to look at here is the institutional buyers. We get to see that institutional buyers are really, really bullish onto this one. You get to see, well, what do they know that we don't know? Again, CCIV is raising capital through institutional buyers. And I'm guessing some of that information must have gone in there confidential, and that's why they're loading up. And it really does look bullish. So my expectations is that this one here, aside from the technical analysis I'm going to be doing in a second, is that we're going to probably see a really massive push onto this one. I expect perhaps maybe $100. And if you were to watch my videos recently, you would see this kind of graph that I did go for previously. And opening it here on the side, you get to see that in general, from the letter or the date of DA, you can expect that massive rise. And I don't think we're even there yet. I think from what I've seen from Nikola, for instance, and all that stuff, they can easily go to $70 and 70, 75, etc. And from there on, though, after the merger, things start settling down. But this is an EV and it's a competitor for Tesla. And I think that this one is going to be a story stock in a sense that the price over book for this one is going to really explode. Now let's move on towards technical analysis. Before doing so, make sure to please subscribe and leave notifications on. It helps my channel a lot. Currently here, also the 50 SMA seeing a little bit off a pullback there. That's a little bit of an interesting thing, but it's attempted that around 4 times and it got rejected every single time. Momentum here is looking pretty good. It's still very positive. That 1830 is a significant level. The current momentum is sitting at 2080. Still bullish. ADX, we're going to ignore that because SPACs, usually the ADX is trash for them just because it's been accumulating around $10 pre any kind of rumors, etc. And so that's fine. Price point is currently just in the trading action zone. You see this trading action zone, the 10 SMA and 30 EMA. That's 57.96 and 53.73 for the 2-hour perspective. That's where you start expecting positive reversals, and on the 2-hour perspective, it's in a critical time there. MACD has gone negative on the 2-hour perspective, showing that there is a pullback, and we actually in fact see that pullback there. That negative reversal started on the 18th, and you get to see around the 65, and it did dip around 53. Momentum here is going negative for the first time in a long time, around negative 573. Willing percent R is oversold, and you started seeing a bit of a negative pullback. I'm not going to say negative trend, negative pullback, because this is the trend. And the trend is a massive channel going upwards. And I did talk about this before. You can trade it within here. I think last video was around 3104, and I said it probably will jump back up, and it did. And I think that right now what's happening is that it's going to go back to that channel, and you're going to see this still continuous growth. Again, you're looking for continuous growth over massive jumps and spikes, because sometimes that brings and tanks the price down and hurts investors rather than traders. If you're trading this one, you got to look as well at volume. Now, the moving average band here is 37.41 at the top, 34.01 in the middle, and 30.61, even though I don't think it's going to hit there at any point soon. Stochastic fast and stochastic slow are both showing that there is a potential pullback coming at this one. Next, Fibonacci retracement should show significant support at 53.10, 43.88, 37.40, 39.30, 30.93, 22.91. Significant resistance, 64.85. Now, what we can do here quickly is go ahead with the price line actions, do a 1 month, I actually have it on the second page here, and try to find significant price points. I think one of the supports is 52.55, 50.46, and then we drop down quite a lot, 39.94. And then below there, you're looking at 37.62, 35.30, 32.59, 30.81, 28.03, 24.93, 22.92, 20.91, and then all the way down to 18.90. Significant resistances, you're looking at 55.57, followed by 58.20, followed by 59.74, 61.91, and then the $65. Coming to the question to Ed, what do you think is going to happen next? I definitely think that there is a very strong chance that it's going to fall back to that channel I just drew earlier. And we can draw it once more around here. And I think this channel is still going to hold. It's going to still go back into there. It's going to still go upwards until they actually go ahead and confirm the news that CCIV is going to merge with Lucid Motors. What might happen there is going to be a little bit of a sellout at the start, just because buy the rumor, sell the news. And then you might have a long term, maybe for the next year or so. This one's probably going to see $100 easy, because the race towards catching with Tesla and EV is massive. Tesla is a story stock. Their fundamentals don't show on book. And I expect this one to do the same. It's going to be multiples of what they're actually worth. And whatever merger, usually these SPACs go on double the price of how much they're worth. And I think right now, even if they were to declare the Lucid Motor and have a new ticker within a year, you're going to be multiple times of that price book. I myself, I don't like that evaluation, but that is the realistic thing to see when price over books off EVs. Make sure to drop a like to this. Make sure to drop a like to the video to help the channel grow. Subscribe and leave notifications on, and have a wonderful day.